God of War Ragnarok is a game that me and my entire family has been waiting for since we beat God of War 2018 together. Me and my family, that includes my mom, my dad, and my brother, have all been and still are massive fans of the God of War franchise. My dad especially, he loved the simple yet satisfying combat of the original trilogy and still considers it one of the only video game stories that he actually gives a shit about. My dad has never really been a story person, but God of War is his only exception. He loved every single one in terms of story. My mom never really played the games, but she was so interested in the story that she would just sit down and watch us. And my brother just likes Kratos, so here we are. When God of War 2018, or in better words, Dada Boy, came out, we were all fucking floored. My parents loved the show Vikings, so seeing God of War leap into that direction was so interesting. And it's easy to say that we all fucking loved it from top to bottom. And now here we are with Ragnarok, and I have played a good 2 hours of this game. So, what do I think of this new God of War experience? Don't worry, this video won't have any spoilers. That will be saved for the future review of this game. In terms of story, without spoiling anything, I am so hooked to what the hell is gonna happen. And this was only in the first 10 minutes of the game, guys. This seemed like it was gonna be a way more emotional and fight-filled story. One thing I really like about this game that the last one didn't really do is focusing more on the gods of Norse mythology. Don't get me wrong, we had Freya and Baldur in the last game, two awesome-ass characters, but now we're getting to the big boys. And it's looking mighty fine if I do say so myself. Also, Atreus is looking like big things is gonna happen to him in the course of this game, and I'm hyped to see exactly what that is. Now the graphics, and holy pile of beautiful gold shit on a stick. The graphics look so realistic that I can't help myself. This game does a wonderful job of being really realistic with an amazing art style that differentiates it from other video games. The reason why I don't really like The Last of Us remake compared to the original is because while the original had a very gloomy art style and the humans looked a specific way that matched the story and the lighting was just so perfect, the remake just takes all that away and focuses on making the characters and things in the game look as realistic as possible, which just takes me out of the experience and it doesn't have any personality. But thankfully, Ragnarok is not that, and I love it. The way that Kratos looks is godly, the snow falling down, and the way the enemies die all look so fucking good. The only problem I have is Atreus' fucking face. What is with that shit? It looks like fucking Play-Doh. Oh, and there's also this mode that you can activate if you want, where you can make the game look better with 4K. However, I don't think it's worth it. Like at all, because the game is so fucking slow now. What the shit? They put the game in a constant 30 frames per second, which just does not look good for this game, guys. It feels so slow, the cutscenes look choppy, and for what? To have a very minor upgrade to the visuals of a game that already looks like a masterpiece when you favor performance instead of quality? That's stupid. And now the gameplay, which is just a more refined and smoother version of Dada Boy. And that is honestly the best thing this game could have done for me. It feels satisfying. The dodging and parrying feels so good to master. The boss fights are fantastic. And wait till you get to the second boss fight, guys. Oh my god. I don't remember if this was in Dada Boy or not, but in Ragnarok, there are these cool-ass Viking drawings, which basically lead you to where you need to go. Whether you need to climb a ledge, or jump a gap, or do some Nathan Drake climbing on a fucking cliff, it's there for you whenever you need it. It's a nice case of environmental design where the game, without explicitly telling you, shows you where you need to go. That's all I'm gonna say about this game, and so far, I recommend the fuck out of it. I didn't even need to play 2 hours to say this is gonna be a PS5 classic without a doubt, and it deserves to be played just for that second boss fight. Oh my god, guys, please, that second boss fight is so good, you gotta buy it. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, which will most likely be the original God of War 1, so stay tuned for that. Peace.